All right, good afternoon, Cyber friends. It's the Middle Man coming at you again from Walker Studio here back in Studio B. We give God all the praise and honor. Thank you for life, health, and strength. And we also thank you for each and every one of you. Cyber friends, you know who you are. My dear friends, y'all can see from my title of my video this today. I'm doing a live feed because of that. I don't announce it. But I just felt the need to do this here because I mean well. And it may not sound like I mean well, but I do mean well about it because I'm very concerned and about praise and worship inside of the house of God in the churches, and being that that's what I'm part of. And I take pride in doing my job to the best of my ability, and I want to see choir members and soloists and vocalists and all the ones who are in charge of praise and worship. I want them to do it at the very maximum, their very best. Forgive that phone, y'all. It's an all day and night thing. I just wanted to say that just first of all, let me say something about myself. Now, Middle Man, I am not, listen to me well, I am not a vocalist. I am not a vocalist. I never claimed to be a vocalist. I can try to hold a tune a little bit, but I am not a vocalist. Now, I would love to tell you that I could sit here and say that I could sing and vocalize like James Ingram could, or Michael McDonald, or Al Jarreau, or Luther Vandross, or any of those singers like them. I would love to be able to sit here and tell you that I could do that, but I know better. I know better than that. I am not a vocalist like those guys. No way, no way. But I can tell you when I do hear a good vocalist. See, being a music major, when I was at Andrew College, my hometown, I was being a music major, we were required, all music majors were required to be in the Choraleers, which was a concert choir. In other words, we toured every year just about it. We went all over Georgia, different places, especially St. Simon Islands. We would always go there once a year, just about it. And we would do a concert at Brunswick, in Brunswick, Georgia, at the First United Methodist Church there, because see, Andrew College was a Methodist school, and we would always go down there and do a concert. And being a music major, my concentration was theory and composition, but piano was my major. Piano was my principal instrument because you had to know an instrument. And so, but I wasn't a concert pianist. I took enough piano, functional piano, in other words, I took piano lessons, and I knew enough in order to do my music theory and my composition and everything. And even to now, I still tell everybody after about 40 years of playing, I am no concert pianist. It's a difference, y'all. And I know now, those of you that know music, I know I'm not talking to you. Y'all already know what I mean. But I'm talking about those people that do not know music in our capacity. They probably don't know the difference between a concert pianist and somebody that knows how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm the one that know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm not the one that can get up there and just play a whole concertino or a Mozart symphony or whatever, you know what I mean. I'm not that type. I'm not one to do that. In other words, you want that type of pianist, you got to get Dino. Dino was a concert pianist. Liberace was a concert pianist. In other words, you get the old cats like that. Then you're talking about people that have trained extensively in, you know what I mean. But now, let me get something straight with y'all right now. I know our heart can be in the right place. I understand that. Please, y'all, don't get Middle Man wrong. I know your heart can be in the right place. And I do believe God will accept a pure heart. And I know that. But people, let me tell you something. Your voice is an instrument, just like my keyboard here. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the volume turned up. Just like my keyboard, the voice is an instrument. And if you're going to use it correctly, you must practice. You must master your voice just like I mastered my keyboard. And if you don't do that, guess what? Your voice is not going to be right. Now let me break this down to the local church. I'm going to break this down to the local church. If you are going to sing, and like I said, I'm not a vocalist. I'm a pianist. I'm a keyboard player, not a vocalist. But I know singing when I hear it. Because I've been in the choir. I was required to be in choir. I was taught. I was trained. There is a way that you sing, people. God knows. I want to make this sound right. You just cannot just get up and just say anything, any kind of way, and think you're singing. You're not vocalizing. You are saying something, but you are not singing. You're not singing. Now, if you don't know, if you can't keep timing, you're not singing. If you're singing off pitch, you're not singing. People, what I mean by timing, if you're dragging, you're not singing. Okay, now, it's bad enough to drag, period. But it's certainly bad to drag if you are the one leading the song. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Let's get real now. Yeah, God loves you. God looks at the heart. But you know what? I feel that if there is no way that you're going to get me to get up and try to do a James Ingram song that I know that I'm not qualified to do, there's no way you're going to get me up in there and embarrass myself and everybody else involved when I know I'm not able to do it. Now, it'll be something else if I get me somebody to help me with that song and get me at least up to par where I will at least not drag and at least be in tune. Because see, now, first of all, Minuteman cannot sound like James Ingram because there was only one James Ingram. My voice never going to sound like James Ingram. But at least I could get myself to the point to where at least I will be able to sing and stay in tune and be on timing and not be dragging. That's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm talking about. And then if you're a praise team in a church choir and you are not leading, you are backing up the singer, you doing background vocals and harmonies, you ought to at least have enough respect for the lead singer to at least learn and know your lyrics, know the words to the song, and sing with the uplifted voice and not be dragging and half singing and half baked. That is not the way to do praise and worship. Dragging the leader is at your mercy, background singers. Let me tell you something. If I know me, I'm not, like I told y'all, I don't claim to be a vocalist, but at least I can hold a tune. And I know for myself, if I got a background, if my background singer will give me what I want, I do better as a leader. I can lead better, but you cannot do it if your background is dragging, they out of tune, and they act like they don't want to be up in the choir stand. I'm just going to tell y'all like it is. If you don't want to be up in the choir, just get out the choir. Don't get up there with all that hand-baked singing, that old dried-up potato chip, like a bag of Granny Goose potato chip singing. That is not praise and worship. You ought to act like you want to be in the choir stand. Or if you're on the floor as a soloist, sing with an uplifted voice and be on time. Don't drag. And put a pretty tone and a proper tone. Like I said, I wasn't a vocalist. I wasn't a voice major. But I had a lot of friends who were voice majors, and I know they used to be in my room every day with me at the keys, and I would play certain things, and they would vocalize and do what we call sight singing. I would test out my compositions by the way that they would, how would you say it? The way they would sight sing the melody that of a composition that I had written, that I would know how my song would sound even before I even finished it, because those voice majors vocalized. And see, I know when I hear a good voice, I know it. This is how come I know it, because I've been around so many of them. So if you're going to be in the choir or on the praise team, you should at least give it your 100%. And if you're not sure about the lyrics, learn the lyrics, please. Learn the lyrics. Please learn the lyrics. And then you will be able to vocalize them the right way. You cannot sing something that you are not really certain about singing. And you're dragging out of tune. And then some act like we don't even want to be in the choir. That's the thing that I don't understand. If you do not want to be in the choir, why don't you get out? It'll be better for you to get out of the choir and then let the people that wants to be in the choir go ahead on and sing. Now, like I said, none of you gonna sound like Whitney Houston. Nobody asking you to sound like Whitney Houston, because there was only one and she's gone now. But we are asking you to use your voice. Your voice is an instrument, and you must practice that voice just like I practice my instrument, the keyboard. And if you don't, you just can't get up and throw something together. I can't stand it. And I mean, I done wrestled with this thing so long. But I just had to just go and just spit it out. If you are not capable of doing a song, every song is not for everybody anyway. There are some songs that you can do well on, there's some others that you cannot. Every song is not for everybody. But if you know that you are not a vocalist, and like I tell everybody, I am not a vocalist. I got some songs that I can do pretty good on, but at least one thing about it, you ain't gonna never hear me, the man, dragging no song. I'm gonna sing on pitch, and I ain't gonna be dragging. I got enough training that as a piano major and in a composition and theory, I know how to stay with the music. But if you can't even stay with the music, you ain't got no business leading no song. No, you ain't. You can't even stay on. You can't stay with the beat. You were singing behind the beat. Well, guess what? Background singers ain't gonna help you out at all, no way, because you're gonna drag them. I'm just telling you like it is, people. I'm just telling you like it is. And God knows I mean well. But see, this is what I do. I offer all of my choir members in my studio, right out there, Studio 8. I would help them if you need help with rhythm or whatever. Because now, like I said, I was not a voice major, but I do know singing when I hear it. And I can give you a few pointers, what they gave me, what my instructors gave me for being a member of the Andrew College Choraleers and the Berry Singers at Berry. I can give you what that my instructors gave me, and I can give you that and help you along the way in that fashion. But as far as being a voice major, Many Man was not a voice major. But I can point you in the right direction, and I can keep you on time and keep you in tune. This is the main thing. And then people, you cannot say you are vocalizing and you're not doing no praise and worship. Now, you may be on the praise team, but you're not doing no praise and worship when you can't even keep time and you can't stay in tune. I'm just saying, maybe we ought to think this thing over again. And like I told y'all, I'm not a Luther Vandross by a long shot. I'm not a James Ingram by a long shot. Believe me. I am not Al Jarreau. I am none of those. But it's one thing that I will say, that I do know how to hold pitch, and I do know how to stay in tune and in time. If you can't do that, you are not a vocalist. Now, you can learn to do it, but and like I said, I offer any of my choir members, I have them right out there. I have told every one of them they need me to help them with pitch, timing, and then I even give them the little voice instructions that I do have. I will give them that because, like I said, I was not a voice major. I was a piano major, and that my concentration was composition and theory. But I'm just letting them know that I would point them in the right direction. But when you think that you can do, see, ain't no way in the world you gonna get me up there trying to do them Luther Vandross runs and James Ingram and Al Jarreau and all them cats. Man, ain't no way in the world, because see, I know I'm not qualified to do that. But I will take something else. That's something that I can do. Now we'll break that down and do that. This is what I'm saying. Minuteman telling y'all as a minister of music, all you choir members out there. Now look, you know whether or not you're gifted. You know that. Now there are some gifted singers that have never taken a voice lesson in their life. They just was gifted. I know some keyboard players like that. They never took a music lesson in their life, but they are gifted. See, it's a difference. See, you trying to do what a gifted people do. If you're not gifted, that means one thing. You got to go and get you some instruction. And I know a lot of musicians, singers as well, they could not sing that well, and they knew it. So they went and got them some instruction. And see, they got better. Because they was not gifted, but they took lessons and they bettered themselves. You can get better. Oh, yes, you can definitely get better. And me, I'm going to tell y'all this here, then I'm going to leave this subject alone. But I am telling you from the heart, I'm just telling you the truth. I don't really think that there's a person that really, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt, that really just say cannot sing. The problem is this right here. They can't hear. That's what it is. The big problem is not that they cannot sing. It's just they can't hear. In other words, they don't hear those pitches, and therefore they can't sing. Because I believe if they could fix the ear, they could actually do the singing. The problem lies in the hearing. So therefore, they would need somebody, a musician like myself. It ain't got to be me, but it got to be somebody like me that know theory and know composition, or know enough theory to show you, honey, you got to sing this perfect fourth or perfect fifth or major sixth or whatever. You got to have somebody to teach and to guide you in that area. But what I'm saying is, to all praise team members, make certain that you are on the praise team and you do. Look, we are doing a service to the Lord our God, and we serve a great God, and we should give him our very, very, very best. Now, like I said, your best may not be like Whitney Houston. God ain't asking you to be Whitney Houston. He didn't make but one. But whatever he gave you, he wants you to give him the best what he gave you with. Now, see, me, I know that I'm no Luther Vandross and I'm no James Ingram. But I can take what God has given me in my musical studies, in my musical training, and I can make certain that before I get up and embarrass myself in front of the crowd of people and embarrass my praise team, knowing that I wasn't capable of doing this thing, but I'm going to do it just because the Lord will understand. No, the Lord ain't going to understand that. I'm telling you that straight up in my heart. The Lord is not going to understand that, because we got time enough to work on our craft to get it better. And if you care anything about your praise team, your church, your worship, praise and worship, and your service unto the master, you will try to get it the best you can. And you know good and well, if you think that you're a singer, I guarantee you, all you got to do is record yourself. Record yourself, and then you listen, and you be the judge. I know I've done that to myself. I'm not telling y'all something that I haven't done. I recorded myself, and I listen back in. I said, nope, no way in the world I'm going to get up saying that. No, because I ain't got it. And I know it. But you got some gifted people that can do it. Like I said, everybody's not Ella Fitzgerald. But you got some people who will try to get up and do runs and scat like Ella Fitzgerald. Honey, you're going to mess up. You're gonna be very, very disappointed. Because if you don't have the gift of Ella Fitzgerald, you're out of your league. In other words, how Obama said that you're above your pay grade. I'm telling you, learn to get with somebody that know a little music theory and composition and know how to train you to do certain things. And when you get those people, listen to them, please, ma'am, please, sir. Listen to them. Don't you go, if you already know it, then you should be able to sing better. I mean, I struggle. God knows I struggle when I sit in worship service, either in church or just listening to it. Some of the stuff I see on YouTube and whatnot. And I give the people, I don't try to talk about nobody. You know, I give them credit, what credit due, but I said they should have had at least 2 or 3 more rehearsals before they done that. I say something like that there. Because like I say, if you're not gifted, if God didn't give you that gift, then you can't get instruction. But wait until you get it. Don't get out there, you have bait, and embarrass your choir, embarrass your pastor. In other words, your pastor done got you to go out with them to go sing at a big convention and stuff. And you up there already know that you just halfway singing the song from the get-go. And then you get up there and make a mess of it. I don't think that's honoring God, people. And I think that is very, very disrespectful to your pastor, male or female, and to your praise team, your choir members. You ought to at least do them justice enough to learn your song. If you don't learn the song, matter of fact, I'm about to adopt the policy. And the choir, the God that plays me over, I'm about to adopt the policy. You is not going to get up and sing nothing you're not ready to sing. Point blank. Period. That being said, this Smitty Man saying whatever you get into. If God is not in it, better you come out of it because it's going to come to nothing. Till the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. This Smitty Man saying peace and good day.